everybody, this is Keith Gleason.
I'm Amy Gleason.
And we're from the Plastic City Comic Con. We thought we'd do another quick video highlighting some of our guests coming to the show. So this will be first part of a handful of videos, I would say, because we'll do like a handful of people and just talk about them for a few minutes and just sort of highlight and just so you know what you're expecting from this year's show. So Amy, do you want to start us off with the list? We'll do the first like 5 people, I guess.
Okay. All right. So our first guest we're going to talk about is Joe Caramagna.
Okay, Joe.
Joe Caramagna. So if you were going to sum up why people want to come and talk to Joe Caramagna, how would you say it? What would you say?
Well, Joe is probably lettered almost every comic book you've ever read, pretty much. I mean, Joe's an awesome guy. We've known for years through Hero and going back to like early 2008, seeing him in New York, and we know him through like Secret Identity podcast and Matt. Man, you met him. You know how much of a great guy Joe is.
Yes, I do. I do know Joe. I have met Joe.
Yeah.
I am aware of who he is, and I could talk about Joe a little bit too.
Yeah.
I know he is quite the gourmand. He loves to try regional foods. So if you come to the convention and you're from the Fitchburg area and you think that there's a restaurant that Joe should go to, let him know, and he'll probably try it.
Yeah, he also likes donuts too.
Oh, he loves donuts.
But not Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
Real like gourmet.
Like mom and pop, like regional, like one of a kind donuts.
Stores that make like unique donuts. So if you like Joe and you're coming to see him at the show and you know of a unique mom and pop store that sells donuts, bring him on. He'll love you for it. And he usually gives you free comics with it. So
see, that's what I know about Joe. One of the things I know about him, and I do know that he also is a writer.
He is. Yeah, I was just about to bring that up too. He did a lot of the writing for the Marvel's Kids line, which sadly is no longer with Marvel. But a lot of the Disney XD cartoons that came out that they did comics for, and Joe did a lot of those. Mm-hmm. Now I think he's working on IDW stuff, so he's writing the new DuckTales comics. So if you guys have the first issue of DuckTales, bring that to the show, and he'll sign that for you. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think he might be working on that Star Wars kids comic as well over at IDW. It's like a kids title in the Star Wars universe. So, and I'm sure you'll see him popping up on other things here and there. So, and I noticed the top 3 guests is also 2 of Joe's friends, and I guess they consider them friends of our show now too. And I've known both of them. Well, one of them I've known for a little while, and the other one I goes way back with Joe. So. First one is Andrew Edge. I know he we met him. I don't know if you talked to him, but we met him at Hudson Valley Comic Con with Matt Man. Really great guy. He does a lot of artwork, but it's also kind of geared towards like rock stars. So he does a lot of paintings of like you name it, David Bowie. Whatever, any rock star that you can think of that he's a fan of, he probably has some artwork of, and they're actually really nice. They're really nice prints, and I know he sells those when he comes to the show. So something for you vinyl collectors or even music collectors, you might find like a nice print of one of your favorite, rock stars. The show, I usually have Joe, Andrew, and Dennis together, and Dennis is the third one.
Dennis Budd?
Yeah.
Okay. What does Dennis do?
He's an artist. I know Joe and him worked on a comic called Model Operandi, I think it was called. It was basically about a bunch of like supermodels who were like secret spies.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they have any of them. I know they did 1 issue at least, and I know they were working on more. But I think Dennis also does commissions, and like I don't know if he sells prints or not, and I don't, don't quote me. I don't know if he does commissions, but I know when he comes to the show, he definitely sells some things. So who do we have on
next
the next list?
On my list to talk about is Joe St. Pierre.
Joey boy.
What can we say about Joe St. Pierre?
What can you not say about Joe? Joe's awesome. We've known Joe for
a couple of years now, right?
Ah, God, yeah.
Yep.
At least I want to say at least 4 or 5, maybe.
Yep.
Like
one of the things that I find really fascinating about Joe is all the stuff he's worked on that you wouldn't even know about. Like, so Joe has done more #1 Spider-Man covers than any other artist.
Yeah.
But then there's other things that you're like, oh, I didn't even know Joe worked on that. Like, what was the title that you were telling me about today?
Oh, Secret Weapons.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he did? Like,
yeah, he created Livewire and a few other characters from the Valiant universe. Yeah, he started Valiant, the original Valiant, back in the 90s. So he worked on Rye and a few other books, and now they've relaunched a couple times with this new current versions, carried over a lot of the original concepts and titles. So yeah, Joe created a bunch of that stuff. So he also sells his comic called New Zodiacs, which is really good. He writes and draws that, and that's basically an indie comic, but it's also about superheroes created from the zodiac signs, which is really cool. And he has like a lot of one shots of the first appearance of all those characters, so you could definitely get that, because I could see that concept doing well down the road with something, Hollywood movie or something, But Joe also does commissions, so you can get a head sketch. His prices are pretty reasonable.
And Joe does some of like the best Venom.
Yeah, he's known for Venom too.
Yeah,
Marvel, because he did a lot of the Venom miniseries.
He's probably tired of drawing it, but I've seen like some of the best Venom commissions
it doesn't look
ever.
Like it.
It doesn't look like he's tired of it. I mean, if it was me, I'd be like, oh, another Venom. But like, he puts so much energy and movement into each drawing that he does. It's really, really impressive.
Definitely, yeah.
And I've even commissioned a couple of things from him. Remember, I did a little He-Man sketch card.
Oh yeah, he hates He-Man.
He hates He-Man, but he still drew He-Man, and it came out so good. So Joe is really just a nice guy.
Yeah, and he's happy to talk to anybody.
Yeah, he is.
So definitely, that'll be a common theme with most of the Plastic City guys. Most of the people that come into the show, we've already known for years at cons and stuff. So we try to, keep the positive vibe going at our show, and try to bring in people that are enthusiastic and fun and you want to be there.
They want to talk to the attendees. Like they want to talk to you and say hello and talk about comics. One more vendor, I guess, that we're talking about today, which is Saturday Morning Collectibles. Who runs Saturday Morning Collectibles?
Well, this would probably be the one person. No, John Cimino is one of the best friends I've had for years. He runs Saturday Morning Collectibles. He'll be there, probably selling like really reasonably priced dollar books and 50-cent books. So I know that's his forte at Plastic City. He likes to bring a lot of stock. And stuff I know about John is he brings in a lot of good stuff that's probably worth more than $1 or 50 cents. So there's probably going to be a lot of gems in his boxes. So definitely find the Saturday Morning Collectibles table on the show. Bring your back issues list, because he's going to have a lot of stuff that you probably need. Saturday Morning Collectibles, for all your comic needs, Marvel, DC, everything, he has it. So check him out at the show.
What is his blog?
The 2 things you should check out for John: he's got the Roy Thomas appreciation boards on Facebook. He's also manager or agent for Roy Thomas, so if you need to book Roy Thomas for a convention, you can get a hold of John. He also writes a really great, comprehensive superhero blog for Hero Envy. But if you ever wanted to see every fight that Captain Marvel and Superman ever had, he has it. He breaks down everything. He does everything. Anything Hulk is probably covered there. Every time the Hulk fought Thing, every time the Hulk fought Submariner, Wolverine, it's all up there. Things fans like to debate, so it's definitely a blog worth checking out, and there's lots of entries there. So, if you're bored at work or you just want to read some comprehensive superhero stuff, go there. But yeah, so that's it for this video. We'll do some more videos like this, highlighting some of the guests coming to our show, and definitely come by, meet all these people on April 21st, 2018. Plastic City Comic Con. All right.
That's Saturday, April 21st in Fitchburg, Massachusetts.
Yep.
From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Nice. $5 to get in. Woo!
Free parking.
Yeah.
Kids are free.
Snack bar.
Snack bar, you know, come spend a few hours there and, you know, just pick up a bunch of great stuff at great prices. So, all right. And so that'll be it. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.